All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our call. This is Rewards Ripple Solutions Saturday update call, guys. Welcome to the call. My name's David Cutler, and I will be your host for today. Due to the fact is, we have a lot going on, and unfortunately, our Paul is still going through some medical issues right now, and he has just not got the energy or strength to be on the calls on Saturday at the current time. But so we are covering for him. It's what it's all about, teamwork. So, guys, we're going to be pretty well to the point today. We're going to be on the call most probably for about 30 minutes. I did send out an email to let people know about a new game. So I kind of had a couple of discussions with the team and which way we should approach this. And what we want to do is kind of give you a little bit of a layout today of what's going to happen. So you guys have got a general idea. I think it'll be kind of fun as well to go through it because it'll be my first time going through this to see where we are. So wherever you are around the world, welcome to the call. Any of you that are going to get on the call later on, this most probably is a pretty important call for you because there is a lot of people that still are not activating their emails. We have identified and we have fixed the problem we had back in January and the first couple of weeks of February. But there's a tremendous amount of people that are losing out this opportunity. Now, like a lot of people, and I've done this myself, guys, 1,000 times. Oh, well, I'll get it later. It's no big deal. I'll worry about it later. I'm here to tell you nicely, if you lose out on this one, you are going to lose out big time. And that's it, big time. If you want things like your rent paid or your mortgage caught up or your luxury cruise, or you want your day-to-day necessities, if you slip up on this one, you will never catch up. Let me say that one more time. If you mess up on this one, you will never catch up. Okay, and what I mean is about the winner's circle. We've run all the numbers this week. We had to do it for a couple of reasons. And that first 100,000 active people that are going to be in that winner's circle, it's life-changing. You think you're going out to get a job and you work 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week to take home a paycheck. You, in this program, after we've run these numbers this week, in the winner's circle, you won't have to work a job. Okay, you literally will be able to get enough product off of the auction site that is going to change your life completely. So guys, please look at this seriously. Go and get advice from somebody. Talk to a group of people. This is no joke. This is serious here. So I'm going to go through a couple of things for you. First of all, obviously, guys, prayers to anybody and everybody that is going through some tough times. And of course, prayers for Paul as well. We need to get him back. He's been working on a bunch of stuff. But obviously with his health, he's limited to what he can do. I want to thank all of our team that have been working. Our engineers have been working. We've been at it at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, working 18, 20 hours, 26 hours straight one day to get this stuff up and going. So guys, thanks to everybody, especially Jim and Kelly that have been doing our presentation. So I want to talk about our presentations. So you guys have got it. I don't want to put a burden on people, especially because it's Team Posse Cash. So we're going to change the times, or not the times, going to change the amount of calls the upcoming week. So if you'd like to jot this down, they're going to be on Monday, 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. 2 p.m. Will be done by one of us, and the 11 p.m. will be done by Kelly. On Tuesday, there is only an 11 p.m. call. On Wednesday, there will only be the 2 p.m. call. On Thursday, there will be back-to-back, 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. And on Friday, there will be a 2 p.m. call and no 11 p.m. call. Now, guys, it's really, we're trying to help you. Okay, we're trying to help you understand what you're going to miss out on. If you understand it, it's like that old word, fear, false evidence appearing real. If you don't get this, then you need to get it. You need to understand it because I'm telling you, it shocked me this week. So, and we had to put certain things together for certain sports teams. And we're going to show you today the new, where we're at with the new NFL draft. And guys, if you're not an American, and I'm not American, as you know, I'm British, but I've been living in this country now for over 40 years. And I am very, very much a NFL supporter. And if you don't know about NFL and how big it is, there are millions upon millions of people that are into NFL. On the draft in 3 weeks from now, if we launch this app that we have dates here, I'm going to tell you about, that 100,000 people in that winner circle could be gone in the first hour. If that happens, all your friends, all your people you've signed up, everybody that you participated to get here so far or have not checked their emails, haven't done it, they will lose out. Okay, please don't do that. I'm just asking. I'm just letting you know. It is completely changing, life changing. So the new times, 2 and 11 on Monday, 11 p.m. on Tuesday, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. on Thursday, and 2 p.m. on Friday. And then Saturday next week, there's going to be the Saturday call to go through what I'm going to show you here today. And then on the 15th, 16th, and 17th, there will be a mock draft. Okay, that will be a test. We are going to open the site for those 3 days so you guys can come in and do a mock draft. Now, guys, it doesn't matter if you're not into NFL. It matters about getting points, okay? Points get you product. So even if you don't know who is who, you can participate in this the way we have set it up. You can just click on a person's name, and if they get picked, you're going to get points. So we're going to show you a little bit here in a minute. Now, we also want you to know about this. We're opening new corporations, which we are required to do in different parts of the world, one of them being the USA, due to the fact is some of the sport teams that we're going to be dealing with, we have to have the corporation. So believe it or not, we've got to open, from what we're being told as of last night, 7 new corporations around the world to make sure that everything is covered legally. So that's going to take a little bit of time, obviously. All of you I know are patient. Patience is the virtue here right now, guys. Just be patient, because when it rolls out for you, we're coming out with a pretty big punch, and we're coming out with something that won't stop. If we come out and it's half cocked, it doesn't work. We're gonna have the same problems as we have with the other company, and this is to get the ball rolling here so we can get the other company selling tickets. Now, the website, you might say, where's the website? Believe me, guys, we got it half finished, and then we had to wait because we want to put on things like the NFL logo or the NBA logo. All them things are taking time, and unfortunately, there's only a limited amount of people that can actually help doing this kind of stuff. Otherwise, you've got to lay out large money to different attorneys or firms and companies to go out and get all these approvals. We're working directly with a major promoter that's helping us obtain these NFL logos so they can be on our websites, and it hasn't been approved yet, obviously. That's why we can't put the websites up. So just so you guys know, the website is not going live yet. I know on the presentation, Jim and Kelly have said, go to the website. We need to take that off the slide. We're not going to give the website yet until we roll out, so you guys know what's going on. Now, we do have these dates that we're predicting to make this thing happen. However, let me quickly go through what's important right now. The NFL draft is going to be our guinea pig, our test, okay? And it means something because we need to ramp up the servers as needed. We need to turn around and make sure that everything works at the sufficient timing, because if you don't understand how the draft works, very simply, they call it on the clock. And what that means is all the NFL teams, whoever they won in what number situation last year, whoever won the Super Bowl is the last team that picks. All the teams that had the worst record goes number 1. However, they can change in between their time. What they can do is say, I'm number 3, and I don't need anybody in this round, so I will trade my trade and take 2 picks in the next round, because somebody in the lower numbers may want to trade up to get somebody. So they call it on the clock, which means on the first night, on Thursday the 25th, there is a time frame of 20 minutes, which is not bad. 20 minutes, you're going to make your pick. You guys pick on the people. You'll be able to watch live TV, where you'll be able to see what it's all about, coming together. There's going to be a chat room. People will be suggesting things. It'll be team players against team players. It will create a lot of excitement. We are not even expecting it. We just know it will create a lot of excitement. Now, the problem is we want to make sure that when you click your button that you get it in time, because you're on the clock 20 minutes. Now, as it progresses into the Friday, which is obviously the 26th, what will happen then is it goes down to 5 minutes on the clock, because there's a lot more people. It's round 2 and round 3. And then, of course, on the last day, Saturday, it goes down to 2 minutes, and there's all the remainder rounds, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, guys, it's a real fun game, because we know we have a lot of people from around the world. We want to really educate them. So next Saturday, we are going to give you guys a pretty good education, so you guys have got a good idea. We're going to go crazy on the points. There's going to be an opportunity to win some major points in here, and I'm talking like 1,000 points for one pick. You'll be able to get that. Now, what does that relate to the auction? We really can't give you the answer yet, due to the fact is we don't know how many people want your particular item. It'll take us about 3 to 6 months before we can really define exactly the amount of points that would normally go on an item. For example, we don't know if somebody in the UK wants to bid on something that is here in the US, or somebody in Kenya wants to bid on something that's in Nigeria. So it's going to take some time, guys. Patience is the big thing here. However, we want to go through a couple of things to show you where we're at. So again, we're waiting to get the approvals for all of the different logos and items that we can put up on the website before we kick that off. We got the new time schedules of when the times are going to be. On the 15th, 16th, and 17th, there is going to be a mock draft. So let me quickly show you where we're at. And guys, if you think this coding and this work we've been doing in the background is easy, we welcome any one of you to come and join us. It's a lot of work we've been doing, and we just want to go through a couple of things with you right now. And I see Elias has joined us as well. Sylvie, nice to have you guys on the call, but let's quickly go through this so you guys can see where we're at. I think it'll be fun. So you've got a general idea. Right. So you're used to a white background. I don't know if that's come up. Sylvie, can you let me know if that's come up?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, good. Okay, so guys, you're looking at a short video we're going to run here for you. It's only a few seconds long, but I've got it froze. So you can see your platform on the back end is going to be a complete different look to what you're going to right now. Of course, all the icons on the left hand side will be everything from home, your notifications, etc. Then you'll have our sporting teams, which will be active games. So if football is not in the season, then football will not show there. That will drop off, but it may show cricket, may show soccer, may show tennis, may show golf. So this will be a rotating, so when you go here, you know what's going to go on. In the draft, the way the draft is work is, you can see, I'll roll this along a little bit so you can see. So this is how the front page will come to until you click on football. Once you click on the football, and of course there's multiple, you'll have the Magic game, which is now just in testing on the new features in the Magic game, so you guys are aware of it. So as I scroll along on this, or let it play, you will see. So it's this simple. It's not hard. You go over, you pick your team, you scroll down, you pick your player, who it's going to be, and you hit confirm. That's it, guys. Once that's done, then you are going to pick that player, which is going to get you points. So we have to load right here, literally thousands and thousands of different players have to go into here of what we're picking. So it's your picks, what you've had, because there's about 3,000 potential people that can be in the draft. So it's a lot of work for us, but it's all coming together. Obviously, this is not set. There's still grammar to be done, quotes to be done, and other things. Now, what we're really excited about, once that is completed and you've done your pick in the NFL, we're then going to be telling you about the Mike Tyson and the fight coming up on Netflix with Jake Paul. Okay, this will be our main launch. So if you guys want to get this, it's going to be the draft, which is going to be the rollout. Okay, and then the main launch will be in July which will be for the Mike Tyson fight. We have been on the phone with Netflix this week. We are working with the promoter. Already the promoter, and the way this is going to be the same scenario is when you go into this, you're going to have the opportunity to have your say. Like, will they get knocked down in the first round? Will he do how many punches, etc., etc.? So all this is in real live time. Same as the draft. What you're going to see in here, this draft is in real life time where you're on the clock. So you can see the clock there counting down. So you're going to have that going down, and you got to make your pick before that comes up. And of course, when you make your pick, then you get rewarded. And you'll be able to pick for all teams. You're not going to be able to just pick for your team. However, you can double down on your team, which means you're going to get more points if you get your teams right. Now, when you come to the fight part's a little bit different. Basically, what it does is it comes in, you're going to pick throwing punches, as you can see. Oh, went a little bit too far. So when you go in there, you're going to put down 30 punches in this round, 10 punches, and you have the opportunity to give each one knockdown. So you're going to go into your box and you're going to write it. And then what you do is then points will accumulate. Now, for everybody that gets the questions wrong, the pull bonus, the pull points that are not given because somebody didn't get the question will sit in a major playoff bonus pool. And that playoff bonus pool is very simple. Whoever's got the correct numbers, it will be divided by. So if it's 10 people got the exact same first prize numbers, then whatever that pool of bonus points will go there. Guys, we're talking there's 100 million people that is projected to watch this on Netflix. We believe that we're going to be able to accomplish 10 million new players sign up for this. So that's why I am trying to let you know as honestly as I can. What you need to do is be very, very cautious, because once you've gone into this and you signed up, again, this is the first one coming out. There are millions of people going to be watching this on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, so from now until the 25th of April, which is 2 weeks away this upcoming Thursday, or 3 weeks ago this last Thursday, you need to, my suggestion, I can't tell you what to do, but I suggest you to get as many of your family, friends, complete strangers, people in your neck of the woods, go to your sporting events if you've got cricket in your part of the world, and let people know. Rugby, because we brought on rugby as well. All the different sporting games that can affect different teams, because our interaction in live event is going to be very big. We obviously know the system of building a team is always challenging no matter what you do. However, by making it fun and having it interactive, the teams will automatically grow. The product, the people will automatically grow to how many it is. And guys, in the winner circle, there is 10% of all of the winning pots go into the winner circle. There's only 100,000 people out there that are going to be in the winner circle. So if you've signed up somebody and they're not active, you may want to tell them, hey, get active quickly, because remember, they must place one bid every 30 days or they're eliminated. So if they've even got 1,000 or 10,000 points, that's the way the rules are. And that's where it's set in stone. It's not going to change. So don't come back and say, oh, well, I was busy on vacation, or I was in hospital. If you can get on your mobile phone, or you can get on a computer or smartphone, you can go in and make one bid. Guys, this is pretty big how we're going. So we're right now, these are the dates. The NFL will start on the 25th, 26th, 27th. The mock draft is going to start on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. That's so we can test it with as many people as we want to here. You are our pioneers, so you're going to get treated a little bit special. You're going to get a 3-to-1 ratio on your points. So anybody that's a pioneer is going to get 3-to-1 ratio. So if somebody else comes on and they get 10 points for that, you get 30 points. 30 points can be a difference between getting that food basket or getting whatever it may be. And of course, it all relies on eyeballs to get more and more prizes. The more prize, I went through this Excel spreadsheet with you guys last week. I'm happy to do that again with you if you want me to do that. But it's all to do with eyeballs. And when we come out of the NFL draft, we are anticipating, We believe without no doubt there'll be more than 100,000 people by the time we're done in that. So that means basically we got 3 weeks to get anybody that we care about or somebody that is just struggling that needs to know about it. This is to do with helping the person immediately. So guys, that's really what I've got for you today. I told you it's going to be straight to the point, but I do see Elias has jumped on, which I'm so happy to see him. Elias, you want to come in and say hello to everybody? And also, if anybody's got any questions, to the best of my ability, I will answer them. But guys, this is a lot bigger than we even thought. And you know, we knew we had something, but this is real special because it's real lifetime. It's really helping people immediately. Where with the raffle, it's going to be helping communities and countries, which is absolutely, you know, a passion to go and put in new dams and put in new schools and stuff. But this is helping the individual immediately. So we don't want to forget that. Elias, my friend, how are you? I was just watching you on TikTok from you back, I would say, in the 80s. And you have not changed much apart from a little bit of hair.
Something over here and something over here.
But I just saw you on TikTok, so that's awesome. So anyway, how have you been, and what do you think of our NFL approach and Mike Tyson, and how do you like that?
I have to see that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, who do you think is going to win on the fight, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?
I think Mike Tyson. I know he's old, but I think he's going to win it.
Steady, he's not old, he's young. To us old timers, he's young. So anyway, so our program, you know, obviously next week we're going to need you and your team and anybody we can to really get to understand it. We already know there's going to be an issue with the Spanish. We want to build the exact same sites in Spanish rather than just using a Google translator. But that's going to take, I mean, we've taken on something here that's, you're in code. I don't need to tell you. This has become a monster.
Yeah.
And I think we've done pretty good to get where we are already. But now with all these new games coming on, and really what's made it more interesting, we're not contacting people. They're contacting us. I mean, they are literally calling or sending an email and saying, we've heard about you. And I know it was all the NFL, you know, when we went to that event, that Super Bowl Saturday, this is what's created the snowball effect. And it literally, I mean, we were talking to somebody this week from India who wants us to put one together for the kids for cricket. There's a cricket league, but it's for the juniors, and they want us to put something together for that. I mean, this thing once it hits and goes live, is I think it's going to be very, very helpful. It's going to help so many people.
Yep.
So good. Is there anything you'd like to say in Spanish to anybody out there about what's coming up, and be on the call next week so they can get a full understanding of how to do the draft and how to get ready for the mock? Would you like to share that with people? Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Hola, muy buenas tardes, muy buenos días. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Aquí la hora es 10:30 en la mañana. Así todavía estamos en la mañana. Bueno, muchas cosas está pasando en la programación, estamos agregando muchas cosas, estamos implementando varias cosas para los juegos, para un montón de cosas. Entonces, ahorita Dave mostró ciertas cosas para todos ustedes, pero es muy importante la próxima semana estar en la llamada porque vamos a explicar todo más en detallado. Entonces, te espero la próxima semana para estar informado de todo lo que está pasando, todos los cambios, todos los juegos, el sitio también de subastas, todos estos detalles. Así te espero la próxima semana para estar en la llamada. ¿Ok? Gracias. Ok, Dave.
All right, so good. Let me address a couple of quick questions for people before you ask. So the pioneers that will come in and do the mock draft, and the pioneers that are going to be invited to come in, are going to be the active people. If you have not signed anybody up, you will not get an invitation to be the pioneer to come in. The pioneer will have items on the auction site. It's going to be a kind of a two-phase. With the pioneers, you're going to be testing the system through the mock draft. You're going to be testing, making sure all the points calculate correctly. Obviously we can do a lot with bots, but we can't get the final stuff done until it's in a live environment. The auction site then will have items up on it. Some items on the auction site will be for 24 hours. Some will be for as maximum of 7 days. In there, you'll be able to bid on the items. There'll be small items, not the big luxury items. It'll be necessity items like food baskets and things of that nature. And it will be designed that if you win the bid, you'll have an email with that code for the gift card. You'll receive that code. You go to that store in your country, or if it's deliverable from Amazon, it will come to you as an email. All the items that potentially could be done by shipping will not be under the Pioneer and may not even be on the auction site until maybe 3 months later. And the reason being is we want to make sure we can get everything in people's hands as soon as they've won the bid and go and use it. The Pioneers will get the opportunity to test that. And once that is done and tested, then the auction site will be closed until after we have completed the NFL draft. And we're not sure if we're going to reopen it until we get to the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. And here's why. We do not want a bunch of people to get involved and there's not enough equal share of people participating. We get one person that wants to say, I can bid 10 times. I'm going to get 10 things today, 10 things tomorrow, 10 things. The idea of this is working to make sure that our system, the way we designed it, will equally share it out. So if, for example, we only had the same 100 people on the auction site, the same 100 people will be getting the product. So after the Pioneers have tested, we are not 100% sure what day the auction site will reopen. We believe it's going to reopen right after the NFL, but it may be a little bit longer. We have 3 more events coming up after the NFL. We have a swimwear in Miami that the promoters are doing. It's a major week down in Miami, and then a week after that, there's an event for the NBA, the All-Stars game. So there's back-to-back weeks before the Mike Tyson. What we do know is as soon as the Tyson fight kicks off, that whole week, that auction site will be open prior to the Tyson fight so people can see what they can win. A lot of the items on the auction sites, there will be multiple auction sites. So now it's not just one auction site. It's going to be auction sites for people that want things like jerseys from the NFL or boxing gloves and things. So there's things as well as the day-to-day necessities on different auction sites. I think we said out of the 57, let me look at my notes, we have 57 games isolated of what we will have later than sooner, not immediately. We know we're rolling out with 16, and out of that 16, there are going to be 12 separate auction sites. So guys, it's going to give people the opportunity to get that data necessities. But then if you're a sports fan, you may want to go and bid on items that we're going to get. And then things are also going to be, signed by people. So it's going to be really cool if you're into sports. It's going to give you a range of things to do. All right. What other questions do you see we have, Sylvie? Is there anything else in there? John McKenzie. Hey, John. Welcome to the call. The Avazu ad, so guys. Sorry? So
we have 2 questions so far.
Okay. I've got the one with John McKenzie, so let me cover him first. So okay. Every fifth reel, 5, I think it's not coming up. Every 5th reel will be an advertisement for Avazu. We have about 30 different ads, but by the time we start rolling, there most probably be close to 300. So there'll always be a different look, but every 5th reel will be an advertisement for Avazu. What was the other question we have, Sylvie?
The other one is from Graham. When do we have to make a bid? The auction site is not working yet.
Oh, well, I just covered that, so that's good.
Yeah.
So yes, the auction site. So once we allow the pioneers, Graham, to really cover it, because I know you're concerned about people not are going to lose out the opportunity because they haven't done the one bid. We're aware of that, so we know. So the pioneers are people that have signed up individuals, are joining calls, things of that nature. They're going to come in and bid. Theirs does not count about making the one bid. It's when we officially launch, which is that date time is going to be somewhere between April 25th and I'm going to say June 30th, somewhere in that range. We will launch. Once the official launch has done, that's when they have every 30 days they have to make one bid. So there's plenty of time to make sure all of your people, what you want to focus on right now is making sure they're qualified. Remember, they must, to receive the winner circle points, you must have one bid and you must sign up one person in a lifetime. End of story. Okay, so you make sure everybody is signed up, at least one individual, okay, in a lifetime, and make sure they bid once a month, once in the 30 days. So we're not even going to punish anybody in the sense that you're deleted out of the account if you don't bid. If you don't bid that month, you will lose your portion of what's in that month divided. So in other words, if you got sick, you was in hospital or something of that nature, and you missed that month, the following month you come back out, you make one bid, your name goes in. The key important thing right now is getting 100,000 people into that site, because when you hit that max, that does not reopen. It's 100,000. We've had to give that in writing to some of the sporting people so they're aware about it from the winner's circle. That will not reopen. So at 100,000, that's the winner's circle. And when you look at all the games and all of the amount of people that will be winning across the board, remember, we have it set at a minimum of 20% winning people. So every game that we participate is set up for 20% minimum. We've actually got it set right now at 22%. That means if there's 100 people go and play today, 22 people will win the jackpot prizes. Okay. However, like in Match It, people are going to be getting points just by matching their number, even though they don't win the jackpot. 10% of all winnings go into the winner circle. So now when you start adding these other games in there, you're not talking about a few points. You're talking about millions of points every month. We just had we had to go through this with an accountant this week to make sure everything is kind of lining up. And it's literally millions of points will go into there. And I don't want anybody here to get fooled and think it's going to happen next month. No, it's not. But by the time you get to Christmas here, you're going to find that there's going to be millions of points going into that bucket. And if you use them points right, you will be able to take care of most probably more than what you need. Meaning you'll be able to get your groceries, you'll be able to get your payments done, you'll be able to get your rents paid, your mortgage payments paid. And there's not just one on the auction site. There's multiple of items on the auction site. So the more eyeballs, the more advertisement money can go onto the auction site. It's a pretty standard thing. I can quickly, if you want me to, I can go through it. I don't know if you was on this last week, but I will go through it quickly now, just so you guys have got it, so you can see the potential of what's going to be available for everybody out there. So if I quickly go over to here, to here, to here, click, and I put that up, you should see this. This is the bare minimum that we believe you can have. Let me know, Sylvie, if that come up.
Yes, you can
Good.
see it.
Okay, excellent. Right, guys, it's really simple. There's 100,000 members, and we believe because it's free, 74% of these people will participate. We're going to show our normal 3 games plus add the 1 game on the NFL. That's 4. The bare minimum you can receive in any of the games will be 11 different ads you can get per day. Okay, that's the minimum, not the maximum. That's the minimum. That means that you have this amount of eyeballs, and we get paid $5.12 for every 1,000 eyeballs. So you divide that by the $1,000, multiply it by that. That gives you a daily revenue of 16,620, which is at the end of 30 days at 45%, means we will have $225,000 approximately on the auction site. If we upload every week, that means we're putting $56,000 worth of product on the auction sites every single week. Take that and divide that by even $50 for gifts like hygienes and foods as an average. You have an awful lot. Divide it by 100, you have an awful lot. Take that number and go one more zero to $1 million. Remember, these are not paying customers. These are all free. And take that and multiply that to, say, 7 games, because that's where we know, and take that to 22. All of a sudden, you are now over the 8, or coming up on the 8 million mark a month from the eyeballs, and this contract is done and completed. So guys, it's very, very exciting. Take it to being very conservative, bring it down to, and you're talking about this much revenue is going up, and that's when we go to then 30 days, and that means every day there will be a team uploading over $250,000 worth of product to the auction sites. Guys, that is life-changing for a ton of people around the world, and it's all being done for free on everybody's end. It's all being done because advertisers are going to pay for it. So, guys, I hope you're getting this and understanding where this is going. And now we've got these major support from these different organizations. Yes, a lot of them are alumni associations, the old retired players, but like anything, it's contagious. This thing is really taken off since February, like we would have never even thought of. You know, we only opened on January the 27th, then we closed down. And then, you know, basically we reopened and just left it open for let people sign up. Guys, it is a massive program that we're doing. It most probably, you know, if we had re-known what we knew today, we should have put this together 2 years ago, and it would have took us 2 years to develop it. Well, now we're doing it as we move along and open each game, but we're not going to open anything until it is 100% operational with no bugs or any other issues. So guys, that's it. I said I would like to be done in 30 minutes. If you have not watched this from the beginning, please do so. Go ahead, Sylvia. I see you come back on. You have a question?
Yeah. Yes, we have a new question from Capson. He says, why does Rewards Ripple not have HTTPS? It creates a problem when trying to access the site or logging on.
Why does it not have a what?
The HTTPS. I just checked and it's HTTPS.
It is there, right? HTTPS, it has to be there.
Yes.
And he's asking, why is it not there?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why he's not seeing it. It would be there. I have no idea, Kempston. I can look and see why you would not have it. I don't understand why you wouldn't see it. I see it. Maybe what you should do is cut. Sometimes it's hidden in your browser. So cut and paste it somewhere. So go up to the browser, cut on it, and then paste it into a document. You should see it. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. What we will do, guys, once the website goes live, you'll log in from the website, and we have already got a team in the Philippines that is doing all of the SEO work for that. We have 2 new bots that will be pushing the site. So that will come up around the world. So guys, it will get easier for you to log in. Right now, guys, it's about kicking back and enjoying. There's enough information given on the presentations Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to get somebody to sign up. If they don't sign up from just watching the video alone, there's enough information for somebody to get signed up. A lot of people will sit back, and that's okay too. It's not a problem. Just if they sit back too long, once we go that NFL draft, I have one particular group I'm part of, just one of multiple groups that is part of the Tampa Buccaneers. I think you all know by now I'm a Tampa Buccaneer fan. In that group, it closed about 6 years ago. It's reached its maximum of 1 million members. I've already had the authorization approval to go ahead and put ads up in that group about this in the NFL draft. That's 1 million, and they will be active, and that's one team. So guys, if you've got sporting teams that you're involved in, if you're here in the US, get hold of your teams, join groups, and start to share with them what's going to be happening. We're hoping to have a video done for the NFL draft. We just don't know if we're going to get that done in time. Reason being is we got to wait for certain things. But guys, this is exciting, and some are going to sit back and worry about other things, and that's absolutely fine and perfect, and anybody's welcome at any time. But if you want to get into that pool, that 10% pool, I would recommend, because that's company wide. That means when there's 100,000 or 1 million or 10 million or 100 million, every time there's a winner, 10% of that's gone into a pool that's going to be divided. So I wish you all the best, guys. Be blessed. If it's like the weather we got here, we had snow again last night. We're in spring and we're still getting snow here in Vegas, and it's only 50 degrees. Keep warm wherever you are around the world. Thank you for joining us, and look forward to seeing you next week. Remember, the calls next week is Monday, 2 p.m. and 11. Tuesday, only 11. Wednesday, 2 p.m. only. Thursday, 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. and Friday, 2 p.m. And I know that Kelly's working on some individuals who are going to be doing different presentations in different languages. We know we'll add some more times for Africa and, of course, for the Spanish community as well. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. I loved it. And please press for everybody. And definitely a little word out there for Paul. We want him back as soon as he can. God bless to all of you. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And thank you so much. Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you, Elias.